Hi guys, this is Mehrnoush from Ross IELTS Academy. I'm here today to talk to you about the correct punctuation in IELTS writing, which is very important. You should know that applying the correct punctuation and capitalization can create flow of speech, allows for connection of your ideas, and can boost your score in grammar criteria. But before we get started, I would be very glad if you subscribe to our channel, because this way you can show us that you like the videos we are producing for you for your success in your IELTS exam. Besides, you may want to visit our website to enroll in our bronze, silver, and VIP courses to get your target score in a very short time. So, if you're ready now, we can get started. If you take a look at IELTS band descriptors, it is said that a 6 makes some errors in punctuation, but a 7 has a good control over punctuation while having a few errors. What we can understand here is that if you manage to use so many complex structures and a perfect grammar, the wrong and incorrect punctuation can lower your score and affect that negatively. There are so many punctuation marks that you can use, like for example, full stop or period, comma, question mark, exclamation mark, colon, semicolon, apostrophe, quotation mark, parentheses, and so many other punctuation marks. Today we want to talk about the ones that candidates make more mistakes with. Let's get started with full stop or period. This is actually a quite simple one because a full stop always goes at the end of a sentence and is always followed by a capital letter. For example, I went to a shopping center to buy a coat yesterday. Full stop. After that, I ate lunch in a restaurant nearby. Full stop. Now let's talk about colons. In your writing, you can use colons to, first of all, introduce examples, explanations, or details. For example, there are many colors on the wall. Colon, red, blue, and green. You can also use colons to mention something in general and then explain about it after the colon. For example, they live in the best country of the entire world, Canada. This is something you cannot find anywhere, the last version of your favorite book. So as you can see, before Canada and before the last version of your favorite book, which is the explanation of what we had mentioned earlier, we can use colon. To talk about semicolon, I can say that you use it to show that your ideas before and after that are connected. For example, it's better to buy the new house. Semicolon, it can bring us luck. However, if you're not really sure whether you should use a semicolon or not, don't use it. Use a full stop instead. Let's talk about apostrophes. You can use apostrophes to replace a missing letter. For example, she doesn't wake up earlier. So we say doesn't instead of does not, using apostrophe. Or you can use it to show position. For example, this is my father's accommodation. It means that the accommodation belongs to my father. Or you can use it to make a letter plural. For example, how many R's are in the word correct? To talk about question mark, which is really easy, you always know that it goes at the end of a question to show that this was a question and not a sentence. For example, what is the solution? Question mark. The next punctuation mark is exclamation mark, but you should know that exclamation mark is informal. So you should only try to use that in your informal letters in the first task of general module of IELTS exam. Otherwise, it wouldn't be appropriate to use that. And now to talk about the last punctuation mark for today, I can talk about hyphen. You can use hyphen to make compound words or adjectives. For For example, a 6-hour class. Besides, you can use it to make compound words with numbers. For example, a 3-year-old daughter. In addition, you can use it with some prefixes. For example, ex-wife, non-alcoholic, self-driving. And finally, you can use it in compound numbers and fractions. For example, 1/3 or 56. However, if you are not sure about the usage of hyphens, just leave it out and don't use it. As you might have noticed, there is one punctuation mark that I didn't talk about in this video, and that's comma. You know what? Comma is a sticky area, and you should just learn some tips before you use that in order to learn what is the correct usage and what is the correct place of this punctuation mark. To do so, you can watch the next video. In the next video, I will teach you everything you will need to know about commas so that you can guarantee a 7 in your grammar. Why not? For now, just be consistent with the punctuation marks and punctuation rules and use them as much as you can in your writings. Besides, you can send us your writings to be corrected anytime, and we will give you comprehensive feedback in written and video format. So you will be ready, totally ready for your exam. Don't miss the next video, and I will see you very soon.
Hello everybody! Do you want to know what band score you will get in your IELTS writing? Do you also need to know how to improve your writing skills for the real test? We've got the solution for you in Ross IELTS Academy. Send us your writings. We'll check them out thoroughly in less than 36 hours. You'll get the band score along with comprehensive feedback in both written and video formats. It's your time to become our next successful candidate.
I participate in different courses and spent a lot of time and money.
I've been trying to get a high score in IELTS for a year.
I thought it would be easy for me to do exam since I was living in Canada.
The most important thing about them is teaching based on what the IELTS examiners expect.
I was not so surprised because I knew already all of the things about it.
I fell in love with their feedback on speaking and writing, which was great and helped me improve faster.
Listening, I had 8, for reading 8.5, and speaking I got 7.5.
And I really appreciate their work and their organizations.